Welcome to my Vision News, Monday's first video. Firstly, Meskel celebrations are starting today with main gathering in Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. Eritrean and Ethiopian Orthodox churches celebrate Meskel, which is religious festival. Secondly, we have a new story about Tigray. Government's claim that a World Food Program truck was hit in a drone strike by government drones. WFP representative talked to the Reuters a few hours ago. What is WFP saying? WFP seems to be disagreeing with the account of the incident which was shared by Tigray presidential spokesperson Geta Choreda yesterday. And thirdly, viewers, we know that Tigray does not have any defensive capabilities when it comes to drone strikes, which are now being seen frequently in Tigray, in Meskel especially. But some measures have been taken, which I think these measures have been taken in the background of drone strikes. What are these measures and how effective are they? The measures are being taken mainly in Meskel, Tigray's capital. Firstly, viewers, Meskel Demera, Ethiopian Eritrean Orthodox Church celebrations are starting today. I think the celebrations will continue till tomorrow, and main gathering in Ethiopia is held in Addis Ababa at Meskel Square. There a large bonfire is also made, which is part of this festival. Ethiopian federal government, Tigray regional government, Amhara regional government, all governments have issued messages of congratulation, because this religious Orthodox Christian festival is a celebratory festival. Orthodox Church of Ethiopia has issued some instructions warning people that they should not wear anything with provocative slogans, which is a very good thing. A detailed traffic plan has been chalked out in Addis Ababa, because all traffic going to Meskel Square will be stopped. It's a massive gathering which we're going to see in coming hours at Meskel Square in Addis Ababa. That is why traffic diversion plan has also been made. Could there be some announcement of a good news on this celebratory festival regarding conflict in the north? We were hearing 2 days ago, by the way, that there could be some temporary ceasefire announcement on Meskel or on the eve of Meskel celebrations, but we have not seen so far any such announcement. Secondly, viewers, yesterday Geta Choreda, Tigray presidential spokesperson, said in a statement that a WFP World Food Program truck was hit in a drone strike. The truck was carrying food aid and it was hit between Shire and Zana. And Getachew in that statement condemned the attack, and he asked WFP chief David Beasley to condemn this attack, to speak about it, because a few days ago David Beasley lashed out at Tigray regional government that Tigray forces had stolen around 600,000 liters of fuel of WFP. So back then we saw a statement of Tigray regional government as well criticizing David Beasley. So we were waiting for official position of World Food Program. Now, World Food Program representative talked to the Reuters through a text message, and he shared account of what happened in Tigray. Actually, WFP says that flying debris of a drone strike hit this truck. It's not that the truck was directly hit in a drone strike. WFP position is that truck wasn't the target. Flying debris of the drone strike. So target was somewhere else, close to this WFP truck, but the debris of the strike hit this truck. And WFP says that a driver was slightly injured and a truck received minor damage. You can see some pictures on your screen. This is the WFP truck which was hit by flying debris of a drone strike. It wasn't a direct drone strike on this truck. So this is now official position of World Food Program, which is not what Getachew said. Getachew said that the truck was hit in a drone strike. So either the drone tried to hit the truck, but it could not hit it precisely, or it was a flying debris, as WFP is saying. Since the truck was hired by WFP, we'll have to believe what WFP is saying. And now we might see a counter statement from Tigray regional government to incoming hours. So far, WFP is denying direct attack on its truck in Tigray. The incident has been confirmed, though, that it happened on Sunday morning near Zana Voreda of Tigray. Lastly, viewers, an interesting news story from Tigray's capital, Meskel. If you remember, in some previous videos, we discussed that drones need intelligence from the ground. Combat drones obviously cannot operate if drone operators don't receive intelligence from the ground. Drone cameras have limitations. They do some reconnaissance activities too, but drones don't work without intelligence from the ground. You need precise information from the ground to hit targets on the ground. And we were discussing that it would be difficult for Ethiopian federal government to hit targets in Tigray because how would the government receive intelligence from the ground from Tigray? Because last year when Ethiopian forces hit Tigray forces in Amhara Far regions, back then it was easy to get information about movement, about position of Tigray forces in Amhara Far. Now most of Tigray forces are in Tigray, so it's difficult to get information for Ethiopian government for Tigray. But it seems that Ethiopian government is getting some information from Tigray, and that is why drone strikes are being conducted and some targets are being hit. So that is why some measures have been taken in Meskel, which have been announced publicly. Women squads have been established. On the streets of Meskel, main cities of Tigray, these women volunteers are checking vehicles, they are checking belongings of the people, their bags, backpacks are being searched, their ID cards are being checked by these women volunteers. You can see some pictures on your screen shared by DWTV. These women volunteers are deployed to different streets, different neighborhoods where they are carrying out these checkings. What is the purpose of these measures? The purpose is to identify, to see if there are any informers in Tigray. There could be some people in Tigray giving information to Ethiopian federal government about the movement of TPLF officials, TDF channels. That is why perhaps these measures have been taken, or you can say these are preemptive measures, preventive measures. But since the measures were taken just recently, just a few days ago perhaps, it means that some strikes were precise in Tigray. Like Getacheau's house was hit. I reported about that. Debretsian's office was targeted too. So, in order to stop flow of intelligence from Tigray to Ethiopian federal government, now informers are being hunted down in Tigray. That is why these measures have been taken, and women volunteers are deployed to the streets of Meskel. Of course, this measure can have limited impact because Tigray does not have any anti-drone military capability. It has only Zu-23-2 anti-aircraft guns which cannot engage high-flying drones. So it's difficult for Tigray to defend from drone strikes. That is why these measures are being taken. That Tigray should ensure that Ethiopian government does not receive any intelligence from the ground in Tigray. Thank you for watching.